students, welcome back to my lectures of class 9 physics. We are studying our chapter force and laws of motion. Here in this video we will see how to solve the numericals based on the force. And here we have the first numerical, that is a force acts on an object of mass 5 kg and changes its velocity from 20 meter per second to 40 meter per second in 5 seconds. Find the magnitude of force. So whatever the numericals you are solving, the first thing is to write the given data. So what are the given data that we have in this numerical? Here we have the object of mass 5 kg. So I can write this m is equals to 5 kg and changes its velocity from 20 meter per second to 40 meter per second. मतलब यहाँ पर starting में velocity कितनी है? 20 meter per second, and that is changing to 40 meter per second. So you can say this is the initial velocity and this is the final velocity. And this initial velocity that is represented by u. U is equals to 20 meter per second and v is equals to 40 meter per second, and that velocity is changing in 5 seconds. So I can write this time is equals to 5 seconds. And here we have to find the magnitude of force. Okay, now whatever we have to find, you must know its formula. So do we have the formula to calculate force? Yes, we have that formula, that F is equals to mass into acceleration. Now in this formula you must see that whatever the variables we have, do we have the given values? Okay, here we have mass is given to us. Acceleration, here we don't have acceleration, but can we find the acceleration from the given data? Yes, we can find the acceleration here from the given data. We have the formula acceleration, that is equals to v minus u by t, that is the change in velocity per unit time. या फिर आप इसको कहाँ से लिख सकते हो? We have v is equals to u plus at, that is the first equation of motion. यहाँ से भी आप इसको निकाल सकते हो. Okay, now here v, u and t, all the values are given. Okay, so you can directly put the values here and we can get the value of acceleration, or you can put the value of acceleration here first and then we can together put the values of all the data in that formula. Okay, so what I will do, I can write here F is equals to mass, and this acceleration I can write here v minus u by t. Okay, now we have the value of m is equals to 5 kg, I can write 5. V minus u, here we have v that is equals to 40 meter per second minus u that is equals to 20 meter per second, and divide by time, this time is equals to 5 seconds. Okay, now this 5 gets cancelled, I can write F is equals to 40 minus 20, that is equals to 20, and the unit of force is Newton, and that is represented by capital N. So here the magnitude of force, that is equals to 20 Newton. And if you want, you can write this symbol of force as like this, because the symbol, this arrow on the top of any variable, that represents that it's a vector quantity. So you can put this arrow on this value because this force is a vector quantity. So here the value of force is equals to 20 Newton. Now let us take one more numerical, that is a force of 100 Newton acts on a stationary body of mass 20 kg for 5 seconds. Find the acceleration and the velocity of the body. Now in this numerical, the force is given, and we have also the mass of the body and the time, and we have to find the acceleration and velocity. The first thing is to write the given data. So what are the given values here? We have force is equals to 100 Newton. This force is a vector quantity on a stationary body of mass 20 kg. तो mass कितना होगा यहाँ पर? 20 kg for 5 seconds, and time is equals to 5 seconds. Find the acceleration and the velocity of the body. So we have to find the acceleration A and we have to find the velocity of the body. Okay, now acceleration. If we have force, then can you find the acceleration? We have the formula F is equals to mass into acceleration. Okay, now here we have to find the acceleration. Do we have force? Yes, we have force. Do we have mass? Yes, we have mass. So we can easily find the value of acceleration A. So I can write this A is equals to F by M. F by M. So force is equals to 100 and mass, that is equals to 20 kg. And here this A is equals to 5. And what about its unit? The unit of acceleration is meter per second square. So we get the value of acceleration is equals to 5 meter per second square. So here one thing we have obtained. Now what about the velocity? How we can get the value of this velocity? This velocity we can get from the value of acceleration, because we have this acceleration A is equals to v minus u by t. So here we have acceleration A, we have time t. Okay, now what about v and u? Okay, here you can see in this question that force of 100 Newton acts on a stationary body. अगर बॉडी स्टेशनरी है इसका मतलब उसकी जो इनिशियल वेलोसिटी है वो कितनी हो जाएगी, 0. So here we have to find the value of final velocity. Okay, now here we have value of a is equals to 5 meter per second square. Value of b, that is the value we have to find, v minus u. What is the value of u? That is the initial velocity and the object is in rest, so its velocity will be 0, divided by time. Here time is equals to 5 seconds. Okay, so here I can write 5 into 5 is equals to v. So v is equals to 25 and v is velocity. So the unit of velocity is meter per second. So here the value of velocity v is equals to 25 meter per second and the value of acceleration a is equals to 5 meter per second square. Now let us take one more numerical based on the force. Here we have a car is moving with a velocity of 60 km per hour and it takes 5 seconds to stop after the brakes are applied. Find the force exerted by the brakes on the wheel if the mass of car is 300 kg. So first of all we will write the given data here. So a car is moving with a velocity of 60 km per hour. Means we have the velocity as 60 km per hour. Okay, and it takes 5 seconds to stop after the brakes are applied. So time कितना होगा यहाँ पर 5 seconds. Find the force exerted by the brakes on the wheel if the mass of the car is 300 kg. Mass कितना हो गया 300 kg. And one more thing, when the brakes are applied, then the final velocity of the object is becoming 0. So here we can write this v is equals to 0 because at the last the body is getting stopped. Okay, now here we have one more thing, that you have to write all the given data in the same system. That is, here we have second, we have kilogram, that is SI system. तो यहाँ पर भी kilometer, here meter and second they are in the SI system. तो यहाँ पर क्या करेंगे हम 60 किलोमीटर पर आवर इसको चेंज करेंगे किसमें, we will convert it into meter per second. तो यहाँ पर जब भी आपको किलोमीटर पर आवर को मीटर पर सेकंड में चेंज करना होता है, okay, then we can simply multiply it 5 by 18. Okay, or simply you can convert this kilometer into meter by multiplying it by 1000 and you can convert this r into second by dividing it with 60 into 60, or simply you can multiply it by 5 by 18. Okay, here we have 6 1s are 6, 6 3s are 18. So it is 50 by 3 meter per second. Okay, now we have to find the value of force. Do we have the formula for force? We have this F is equals to mass into acceleration. Okay, here we have mass, yes we have mass 30 kg, and acceleration we don't have acceleration, but we can calculate the value of acceleration from the formula A is equals to v minus u by t. This we can find v is the final velocity that is equals to 0 and this u, that is the initial velocity. This velocity which is with which the object is moving, that is the initial velocity u, and time, the time in which the car stops, that is equals to 5 seconds. Okay, and here we have to find the value of force applied on the wheels. So we can write this value of A directly here in this formula. So I can write F is equals to m v minus u by t. Okay, here what is the value of m? The value of m is equals to 300 kg into v minus u. What is the value of final velocity? The value of v is equals to 0 minus value of u, that is the initial velocity that is with which the car was moving, that is equals to 50 by 3. Okay, whole upon t, the time in which that car is getting stopped, that is equals to 5 seconds. Okay, so here I can write 300 into, it is minus 50 by 3 divided by 5. Now here you can see we are getting this acceleration as negative. Acceleration negative क्यों आ रहा है? Because it means that the velocity of car is reducing. जब भी किसी भी व्हीकल की स्पीड कम होती है तब हम वहां पर क्या कहते हैं, that its acceleration is negative, that is called as the retardation. Okay, और अगर वहीं पर velocity बढ़ती है तब क्या होता है, वहां पर acceleration positive आता है. Okay, here we have 300, 5, 10. Okay, so here minus 1000 and this F, its unit is Newton. So we are getting the value of force is equals to minus 1000 Newton. This negative, it means here the direction, कि जिस डायरेक्शन में कार मूव कर रही है उसका एग्जैक्टली ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में हमको फोर्स लगाना पड़ रहा है जिसकी वजह से वो कार रुक जाती है. Okay, so in this way you can solve the numericals based on the force.